Hello everyone, this is Mr. Molo for the tips and tricks for the 6.1 to 6.3 review and quiz. So here they are in Schoology, and I kind of have them open up already here, and you'll see they look very similar. So if I start new attempt for both of them, you'll see question 1 wants us to pretty much cover section 6.1. So what happens when I multiply two things, what happens when I divide them, what happens when I have power over power. Here's another power over power, and then here's a negative power. And if you look at number 1 on the quiz, same thing. Multiply, divide, power over power, power over power, and then you have a negative power. Okay? 2 is kind of the same thing. So you have the negative exponent. So remember, when you have a negative exponent, it pretty much flips sides from numerator to denominator or denominator to numerator. Same thing on the review. Okay, 3, we get into some cube roots and quad roots, so make sure you pay attention. Number 3 on both the review and the quiz is a cube root, so 3, or the cube root of 8. And then here we have the quad root of 81. And then same thing here, we have a cube root of 64, and then a quad root of 16. That one might be a little tricky on the quiz because there are 2 answers. And we might run into that spacing issue again, depending on how you put it in. I think I have about 10 different answers in there right now. So hopefully we put in one of those 10. Otherwise, I can go back in and grade it by hand again. Here, you're rewriting in exponential form. So you're going to say what x would be, what y would be, and what z would be. So from those numbers there, what number would be the x, what number would be the y, what number would be the z. And it's the same thing on number 5 on the review. Number 6 is the exact opposite, so here it is in exponential form, and you need to write it in radical form. So 5 and 6 are pretty much opposites. So your answer for here's your question for number 5, and it should look like your question in number 6. And then same thing, your question number 6 should look like your answer from number 5 there. Okay, 7, you're saying whether it's linear, exponential, or neither. 8, you're solving some math, so if y equals 3x, or 3 to the x power, and x is 3, you're writing that in there. Same thing here, if y equals 4 times 5 to the x power, and x is 2, what would that equal? And then same thing on the quiz. And then number 10 on the quiz, you are picking from a graph, so kind of like what you did on the homework. So from that graph, which way does it go? So you don't have to be super exact, but pretty much just knowing which direction it's going in. And then it also asks you for the domain and range. So you're going to click and drag those up there. So which answer choice is it? And then what is your domain and range from there? Okay. And again, you have 3 choices on this, chances on this. So I would do that review first. And then I even have it set to where you see the right answers for the review the first time you take it. So even if you can't figure out the answer, if you go back and look at your attempts, it'll tell you the answers on the review. And then you have 3 attempts on the quiz. And remember, so if it tells you got 2 out of 2 points on it, you know everything was right. So don't worry about that question the next time. Put in the same answer you put in before, and then work on the ones that you got wrong. So pretty much doing test corrections on the 2nd and 3rd attempt.